Palestine Solidarity Campaign will hold an event with someone who justifies slavery. Is that progressive? Have you noticed how the left hijack some of the words to make themselves look good, like referring to themselves as progressive? Progressive should mean they're advocating for social reforms. But at the same time, they like to label anyone who opposes them as, you guessed it, far right. But let's see who's really far right and who the real reactionaries are. On 28th of March, Palestine Solidarity Campaign's Newham branch is organising a fundraising iftar dinner in East London. Ben Jamal, the director of the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, is one of the panellists, and he's sharing the panel with Imam Fadl Soliman. Let's hear how this Imam tries to justify slavery in a previous meeting.
Because in Islam, if a slave girl gets into this relationship with her master, which is a socially accepted relationship, and she becomes pregnant, this is good news for her because she becomes automatically free, called Walad, a mother of a child, and the kids are free. If she's married to a slave, they will get 12 beautiful small slaves. So in this case, we will be adding to the river of slaves and growing it.
These are clearly not progressive views. How can justifying slavery be progressive? Did you hear him? 12 beautiful slave kids. Father Suleiman, who was born in Egypt, has a master's degree in Sharia law. He's also the director of the Bridges Foundation. And what does the Bridges Foundation do? Yes, interfaith dialogue, another buzzword that helps you get government funds and have a few photos taken with some naive priests and vicars. Another one of the panellists is Yvonne Ridley, a British woman who converted into Islam when she was captured by the Taliban in 2001 in Afghanistan. Before her capture by the Taliban, she was known as a heavy drinking party animal journalist and had even earned herself the nickname of Patsy Stone of Fleet Street. Remember the character played by Dame Joanna Lumley in Absolutely Fabulous? So God only knows how the Taliban managed to change her from the Patsy Stone of the Fleet Street to what she is now, a celebrity in the Islamic world who in 2008 was voted the most recognisable woman in the Islamic world by Islam Online. Yvonne Ridley also worked for Press TV, the English-speaking arm of Iran's state TV, the Ayatollahs TV. And she was working for the Ayatollahs and supporting the regime right during the height of the crackdown during the post-election protests in 2009. And here she is with George Galloway when they were in the now defunct Respect Party that they set up together. I'm not sure if she still observes her hijab. It looks like she puts it on when and where it's convenient for her. But there's nothing progressive about any of these people. These people are in fact the far right. They are the far right reactionaries. They justify slavery. They support tyrannies and religious dictatorships. Don't let them fool anyone with their hijacked fancy words. And just for the final piece, here's some more mumbo jumbo from Imam Father Suleiman, telling the audience about a conversation between Allah and someone on the Judgment Day. How he knows about this conversation, I'll leave it to your imagination.
Because it is narrated that a person on the Day of Judgment came to Allah and he was a worshipper who used to worship always. And then he asked Allah. Allah told the angels, take him to paradise with my mercy. He said, no, Allah, treat me with your justice. I did a lot of good things in my life. I used to worship you. Then Allah said, okay, put only the blessing of his sight in one hand and put all his deeds in the other part of the scale, the other side of the scale. And then all his deeds went away.